Hi y'all, Renee here. I am here today to show you my January sheet load of cards. Call Me Crafty Al, Alicia from Call Me Crafty Al puts this together. I've done these before. They're free. All she asks you go over, watch her video, and then she'll tell you how to download these instructions for the sheet load of cards. So for January, it makes 9 cards if you use the supplies she calls for, and she has cutting guides and everything for you on the back. But this time around, I was wanting to use some of my scraps and some old 6x6. I think they're mostly authentic 6x6 pads I have. One of my goals for 2021 is to use a bunch of my stash so that I don't have so much stuff laying around, and to be able to donate more cards. These cards are all going to go to Cards for Soldiers. So what I used was a bunch of different authentic, I think it was mainly authentic. There may be some other ones in here. If you recognize them, feel free to comment down below what you think they're from. And then the backgrounds for each one of these, which is this wood grain, that is actually some paper from close to my heart, and I have used, not just on this project but some other projects, I've used an entire paper pack of it. So I'm going to be ordering some more of it. The stuff is great. It's in the core catalog, so it'll be available through the end of August. I'm kind of hoping it becomes a permanent fixture because it is great and it mixes with everything, as you'll see through these cards. The other thing I used, and I am sorry, this stamp set is now retired. It was the January stamp of the month. But I want to go ahead and show you this project because the stamp of the month every month is so great, and it's a really large stamp set. You can see my hands, and I don't have little hands. It's a really big stamp set, and you can get it for $5 with a $50 purchase, or if you're in the VIP program, which I'll have a link down below to my store, and you can go check it out if you think it's something that you would like. Whenever you spend $50, you get it free each month. And you also get 15% close to my heart cash back to use later on some frequent products. So it's, you know, the VIP is a really good deal, but the stamp of the month I think is an even better deal. These things are awesome. I usually get them every single month because there's always something on there that I love. So this one is all about thank you. And as you can see from the stamps that are stained, those are the ones I used. I still have a bunch on here that I haven't even used yet. So, but again, unfortunately, this stamp of the month is retired. However, if you really, really want one, let me know. Go to my Facebook group. There's a link down below. Go to my Facebook group. If you're not already a member, just answer the one simple question. If you don't answer the question, I will not let you in. There's way too many weirdo spammers out there. So I had to add a question. It's a simple one. If you go there and just put a note in the discussion that you're looking for this stamp set, it's S2101. There might be someone who has an extra in the group, or I might be able to find you one from somebody that you can purchase it. So it's $18.95 if you want to buy just the stamp on the stamp of the month, but again, $5 if you spend $50. So it's a pretty good deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you on Alicia's, she is so awesome. She not only gives you a cutting guide on the back to make whatever the yield is that she says, she also gives you all the dimensions if you want to make a single card. Now, I played with some of the dimensions to see how many of these designs I could get out of my 6x6 pads. Sometimes I cut them a little tiny bit smaller so that I could get more. But most of the time, I did exactly what she said. It really is a great design. I'm really loving this design. I'm going to use it again. So I will just do a quickie up close and show you of each one. Okay, so that was a quick run through of all of them. I grabbed this one just because this is actually my favorite combination of the papers. To show you a couple other things that I did. I put this this panel right here on some foam squares, and then what I ended up doing is putting just one foam square that was cut in half on the edge here so that this was all even, and then just regular ATG tape on the back of this. And then in all of the cards, I used a little scrap of either this paper, or if this paper, I didn't have enough of it, I used some of the wood grain. There's a zip strip at the top of all the Close to My Heart papers. And so I used a piece of the zip strip, but that just gave it another little decorative inside. So that is the entire project. I lost count of how many cards. I think there's well over 60. But again, it was just scrap paper. Some were 6x6 pads that I had left over. Others were actual scraps from other projects that I just kept the little pieces. And the largest piece you're going to need for of the decorator type of paper, the pattern paper, is probably this one right here, which was let's see, what was it? I want pattern paper B, and it was 5 inches by 2.5. So 5 by 2 is this one. This one here, if you're not going to be using some paper that you have a whole pack of and you're going to use scraps on that as well, that one was 5 by 3.25. So really not huge pieces of paper, and it's really a great way to use up scraps. You could also do this right here, this panel right here, as one just white piece if you had a bigger sentiment. Or I have a stamp set coming that has these really pretty girls that you color, and I'm thinking I'm going to probably reuse this design, leave this off, and just put the girl right there, and maybe put a little tiny banner off to the side here with the sentiment. So it's very flexible, very versatile. If you want to check it out, I will put a link down below to Alicia's YouTube page, and you can check out her Sheetload of cards. She's already put out February's as well, which I already have some plans for, but they're all great. So I highly recommend checking them out. If you have any questions about anything I talked about today, feel free to leave me a message and I'll be happy to get back with you. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for coming by.